This week's lucid dreaming technique is going to be the third most effective in the whole book. So the whole book covers like 20 different techniques, right? And you kind of mix and match and just try out this one, try out that one. But this technique is the third most effective, at least the ones that I have read, right? But I find this one the third most effective technique of them all, right? So I've got two more, which is in the 2 upcoming weeks, right? So right now it's the third most effective technique. So better listen up for this one. You might actually have a lucid dream from this one. I haven't, but you might have a lucid dream from this exact technique, because this technique is fire. We know, like the last technique was a bit of a warm-up, it was a bit weird and complicated and it didn't make sense at times, but this technique is just so simple but effective. Let's dive into it, shall we? So, over here, it's called the reflection intention technique, alright? The reflection intention technique. So basically, wait, that's next week. That's the one I'm going to start today. For you, it's going to be the intention technique. So last week it was the reflection technique, I'm guessing. Yeah, resolution, right? This week is for you the intention technique, and next week is the reflection intention technique, right? So it's like two combined techniques, and that's one of the best in the book. But this week it's going to be the intention technique. So, firstly, in the early morning hours, this is the most important bit really, in the early morning hours or during an awakening of some sorts, right? Like, let's say from 12 a.m. to, let's say 10 a.m. or, right? 10 a.m., let's say that. You're going to, every time you think about it, you're going to imagine yourself dreaming and then figuring out that it is a dream and then becoming lucid, right? So what this could look like is, it's like 7 a.m. You just woke up and you're like, oh yeah, I need to do my imagination thing. What you're going to do is you're going to imagine a dream, like close your eyes, right? And you're walking down a shopping mall. Suddenly, you're just walking down a shopping mall, right? You're picking up eggs because you want it for protein. You're picking up a chicken breast. You're picking up some beans, maybe for a stew, but with some tomato sauce. And then you see a flying shoe. Imagine, right? Imagine you see like a shoe just flying with like actual wings, right? A flying shoe. You look at your hands. You count your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You think to yourself, how do I have 6 fingers? Wait, there was a flying shoe. Let's try pushing my finger to my palm. It worked. Your finger went right through your hand. You realize you're lucid. You go out of the mall and you start flying. You see no more ground, basically. You're in the sky, you're in the air. You go down a little bit, till you see a few like canyons and mountains. You land on one of these canyons. And you awake. Open your eyes. So basically, this is what you do every time you kind of remember that, yeah, it's an early morning time, it's early in the morning. You do that, alright? Every time you kind of realize that it's early in the morning, you do that imagination, alright? You can mix and match, not exactly that one, right? But like you can mix and match with the scenario, you can mix and match with what you're actually doing when you become lucid, with the reality checks, right? Maybe you read text once or twice and it changes completely, like it becomes like gibberish and stuff. You can all kind of choose that and can all already like, it can vary in between dreams, right? This is one of the most effective techniques in the book And if you just do this technique, right, not mix and match with anything, if you just do this technique, you will get a lucid dream in like a month, 2 months. You will. Pretty much guaranteed. If you just do this technique, and yeah, you're kind of really putting it in your head, you're doing it like 5 times every morning. If you do it 5 times every morning, bro, if you like do this for 3 whole weeks, you're probably going to get it, right? But if you, let's say, you're just starting out, you just saw this video on YouTube, you have no idea of the previous episodes, if you just follow this technique for 2 months, let's say, you're pretty much guaranteed to get lucid dreams. Of course, also, write down your dreams, right? Writing down your dreams is one of the most important things in lucid dreaming, because if you can't remember your dreams, how can you expect to remember your lucid dreams, right? If you remember your dreams and write them down, you can your brain begins to like realize what things occur in your dreams a lot and what things don't. So let's say in your dreams, you're always exercising, right? You're always exercising, and then suddenly, pretty much every day you get like this big soreness, right? In waking life, when you get the same kind of thing, you're exercising and you get this like big soreness, for example, your brain is like, wait a minute, this happens a lot in my dreams. Let's say if it is a dream, let's check. Oh, it's not. Next time you do it, next time you're in a dream, you get this big soreness, your brain is like, wait a minute, is this a dream? Yeah, it is. What? So this is basically today's video. The last little thing in the technique is next thing is basically when you go to sleep, you just kind of think like, yeah, I want to have a lucid dream. Because of course you want to have a lucid dream. Right? Just when you go to sleep, just kind of say in your mind like a few times maybe, I want to have a lucid dream. Yeah, I really want to have that. That would be so fun. And just do that like a few times and then just fall off to sleep basically. So remember, this is the third most effective technique in the whole book, in my opinion. So please give this, at least this week, your full attention. All right. I didn't. Maybe if I would have already gotten lucid dream, but you can still do that. All right. Yeah, mate. Best of luck, and I hope you get a lucid dream. Mwah.